Hi, guys. Welcome back to Hear Me Out. I'm E.
I'm D.
And today we'll be discussing Britney Spears. Our girl, we haven't spoken about her in a while. So, she's in the headlines because one, she keeps mentioning Ben Affleck. And two, Justin is not apologizing for ish. Okay. So,
Yeah.
Britney, of course, has things to say, has a lot of things to say. But this article that we're going to discuss is basically that, she made out with Ben and she wants the whole world to know. And of course, her beef with Justin that never ends.
Okay, so according to The Independent, Britney Spears has claimed she once made out with Ben Affleck in a new Instagram post. The 42-year-old toxic singer posted an old photo taken years ago of her posing beside the actor and songwriter Diane Warren. In the caption, she wrote that the reported interaction occurred the night the photo was taken, but she completely forgot that it had ever happened. Cool pic of me and Ben Affleck and Diane Warren years ago, she wrote. He's such an amazing actor. Did I fail to mention I made out with Ben that night? I honestly forgot. Damn, that's crazy. Wish I could tell you guys a story that happened before that. Oh dear, I'm just being a gossip girl. Whew. Although Affleck, who is married to Jennifer Lopez, has yet to comment on Spears' claim, the unexpected revelation has reignited public discourse on the pop star's past relationships and experiences with her past fellow pop star Justin Timberlake, dominating online debates. The Ben Affleck revelation comes on the heels of Justin Timberlake reigniting his feud with Spears. The former nsync member raised eyebrows after he declared he wanted to apologize to absolutely effing nobody during a recent live performance. He said this right before he sang Cry Me a River, what is believed to be a thinly veiled diss track against Spears following their breakup in 2002, which he ultimately became a huge hit at the time. Spears' fans, who have long called out Timberlake for his alleged poor treatment of the womanizer singer, were unimpressed by his antics, branding him immature, especially after Instagram. I'm not sure what the title here is, but they said Britney Spears apologizes to Justin Timberlake for memoir revelation. Spears publicly apologized to her ex-boyfriend for revealing intimate details about their relationship in her blockbuster memoir, The Woman in Me. And the quote is, I want to apologize for some things I wrote about in my book. Spears captioned an Instagram post at the time. If I offended any of the people I genuinely care about, I am deeply sorry. She described feeling devastated after the Mirror singer ended their 3-year relationship with a text message reflecting on how she had been wallowing in heartbreak in Louisiana while Timberlake was happily reveling in Hollywood scene. She also criticized Timberlake for implying that she cheated on him in his Cry Me a River music video when she said they were both unfaithful. She revealed that she made out with a dancer Wade Robson at a bar while alleging that Timberlake cheated on her with an unnamed celebrity. Spears hit back at Timberlake's remarks with a post on Instagram, writing, "Someone told me someone was talking ish about me on the streets." She added, "Do you want me to bring it to the court? Or will you go home crying to your mom like you did last time? I'm not sorry." The caption accompanied a photograph, Perfect Timing by Hang Lee Kim, which includes imagery of the moon lodged in a basketball net. The Independent has contacted representatives for Spears and Affleck for comment, and none have been given to date. So, what do we make of this whole controversy here? Is it a controversy?
Well, okay, so the internets, are up in a roar.
Yeah.
So I stumbled upon this person on Instagram, your best friend Joshua, which brought up a possible theory. And he said that Britney Spears is bringing up this whole Ben Affleck situation because J-Lo sampled Cry Me a River. I think
Oh,
this same person, or probably some other podcaster, also said that Ben Affleck making out with Britney Spears was kind of a little taboo because Britney was only 17 at the time,
oh
and he was
God.
26, 27. He was in his 20s, older.
Right,
So
right.
there was a paparazzi person asking Ben, "Hey, you kissed Britney Spears, da da da." So he was all smiling for once in his life. And as soon as they asked him that question, he got very serious.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe Britney's just trying to bring everybody down at this point. Some fans are here for it. Others things, that she's being a little immature, but I don't know.
So the way that I kind of thought of it, immediately when I believe you shared the post with me, I just thought, like, why? Like, what is the reason here? I think that obviously we know Miss Spears has needed to get things off of her chest for a very long time, and we have extensively covered that.
Hmm.
We've discussed the memoir, we've heard the memoir. We have definitely tried to cover every aspect of it because we understand that she has stories to tell.
Yeah.
But I feel as though everything we learned in the memoir was connected to her overall, I guess, situation, right? That she, for 13 years during that conservatorship, was denied being able to do the things that she does now. But more
Hmm.
importantly, she was denied her voice to, like, speak her truth, to tell her story. So all of the stories she brought up about Justin Timberlake, Kevin Federline, even Colin Farrell, all of those things were a part of her story as far as how it all connected to the situation that she was in. We know that she was in a very dark place after the breakup with Justin. We know that she had to have a at home bathroom abortion because of Justin. We know that he broke up with her through text. And we also know that she was still not okay when Kevin Federline finagled his way into her heart, married her, knocked her up, took her money, and left with the
With
kid. Yeah. Like, you see the succession of how things have transpired. It all connects.
yeah.
This story about Ben Affleck, I was like, girl, that don't connect. Because why? Because what does that have anything to do with anything? Mainly, I think, and I don't know, maybe it's the Hispanic in me, but there's just some things you don't speak out loud. You
Mm.
tell your best friend, you don't need to tell the whole world.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where I was like, girl, not today. It just didn't feel right.
She was just
Yeah.
choosing violence for no reason. You mentioned,
Often saying that, but for the right reasons.
but I guess it goes back to, yes, she said what she needed to say, but then at the same time, it's hard for me to sometimes be on Britney's side because she still acts like a child. And I understand why she won't seek, help, because the
Yeah,
help the help that they put upon her or placed upon her, like, just took advantage of her, gave her extra medication. Like, who wants, like, I would be
yeah,
distressful at this point.
yeah.
But saying, "Hey, did you I kissed Ben Affleck when I was 17, a whole 20 years ago, 25 years
Oh
ago."
my god.
It sounded very schoolgirl to me, which I think we've mentioned in other videos. It's like that's the mindset that she's in. Like, that's where
Yeah,
she's, I don't want to say that's where she stopped growing, but from then on, she was controlled. So it's like she really didn't have an opportunity to develop into an adult, into a woman, into
yeah,
to outgrow these things. So this
right.
is what we're seeing. We're seeing Britney in her teenage era just regurgitating, like, all these things that are in her mind for whatever reason. Now, is she pissed at J-Lo for sampling Cry Me a River? I mean, I guess you could be a little upset, but it's not the girl's fault. Like, she just sampled it. I don't see anything wrong with it, to be honest. Is it a little shady? Maybe, but she needs to redirect that to Justin and their apparent, basketball rivalry that they have going on.
Yeah.
It just seems weird to me.
Here's where things are not connecting.
Hmm.
How would she know that J Lo sampled it? J Lo's album hasn't come out, has it? I,
Well, I know that there was a premiere of the video, I mean, of the movie that she was doing. Like I said,
Oh, okay.
um,
But then, like this situation that Britney revealed the whole thing, that was several days ago, no?
according to this one, this is fairly recent, like a few days ago, maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because that wasn't connecting for me. I was like, wait, but like, because I was thinking about the conspiracy theory, and I was like, but wait, how would she know that J Lo was sampling? And then I thought, well, why would J Lo even be messy with Britney if Britney at the time that she asked for the sample wasn't aware of the situation with Britney Spears because Britney Spears hadn't put out the post. So, like, where did it, where did it originate from? Like, that's where I'm baffled by.
Um, I'm trying to find, unless she deleted it, it's not here anymore.
Oh, the post about Ben?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to say it's been a few days because I recall you sending it to me. But again, like, that's where I'm just confused because where did it begin? Why? Because I don't think that J Lo did it to be petty because what did J Lo know about Ben and her at the time? I'm sure that's something probably Ben even forgot about. But but you know what this girl has been through, J Lo. Why would you sample that man's song?
I mean, but at this point, is she going to be pissed at everybody because they collaborate with Justin? Like her beef with Justin is with Justin, it's not with everybody in the world.
No, that's very true. But being just like a female, given everything we found out, because there's no way that this song just came about in the last couple of weeks. Obviously, J Lo has been working on this. She's been teasing this album since last year.
Hmm.
So you knew Memoir came out, all the information that came out. When did you choose to go with this sample, ma'am? Knowing that everybody was realizing and finding out the information about Justin, it just feels a little bit like if in fact she did it in any kind of shady way, it feels like why? Like, yeah, that would be a little bit shady. Considering, I don't know, maybe I'm just more of like a girl's girl. I wouldn't do that to somebody. I don't care how much I don't like you, how much I may despise you. I'm not gonna do that.
Hmm.
I feel like that's just bad karma on you, ma'am. Everybody already thinks your husband don't like you. Why would you do that? But
True, but that whole process, I'm sure of approving the samples, the album, it probably takes so much, like a lot of time. So Britney dropping her autobiography or her memoir, maybe JLo was already working on this thing, and she can't just stop her process just because Britney dropped this bomb on us.
yes, you can.
And that's a lot for me to defend JLo, by the way.
This is very odd. This is
It
very,
is.
very
I'm,
odd.
I don't know. I just think Britney is acting like a child, and she needs to get. I don't want to say get over it because she's talking about it to get over it, but
Yeah.
sometimes I just don't feel like it comes across as a healing journey. It seems messy.
I want to know who her people are. I want to know who's
Not
around
people.
her. Well, that somebody's got to be around her. Somebody's recording these videos. What? Who are these people, and are they not
Maybe it's
helping
just a
her?
tripod.
Dang, that's a tall ass tripod. It looks
I
like
mean,
it's from like up in the ceiling sometimes.
she can't trust her family, even though she's kind of like talking to them a little. She can't trust them.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to Sam and that divorce, but clearly she can't trust him. She doesn't
Mhm.
see her kids, so it's not her kids.
Kids live in a
Like,
whole other state.
so who is she talking to? No one. The internet and whoever's paying attention.
That sucks because I feel like she needs the right kind of people around to help her, to guide her, to find some sort of healing. I know
Hmm.
that obviously, like you mentioned earlier, going to seek some kind of medical help, therapeutic help, might not be something she would want considering what she's been through. And I get that. But at which point do we stop letting her implode the same way we all did back in 2007, back in 2006. Because I'm not saying that she's pulling the same, stunts as before or whatnot, but clearly she was going through something before and nobody helped her. And I feel like right now she may be going through something again and she's not being helped. It can't be easy having dropped that bomb of a memoir in the midst of your divorce that's probably now on hold because your husband wants to stay long enough with you to get more money. Like,
Mm-hmm.
kind of reliving through this divorce what she went through with Kevin Federline, what she went through with Justin Timberlake, and then Justin being back in the news in relation to her. It's gotta be jarring. Like,
Yeah.
I can imagine that there's a little bit of regression in her because things just seem to be happening in the same fashion. And I don't know, I just think she needs help. And I don't want it to be a situation where we go through the same thing again, where it's like, oh, Britney shaves her head. I don't, that's what I feel like is so sad. After listening to her memoir in audiobook form, all I could think is like so many people failed her in the early 2000s. So many people failed her. So many people in the media failed her and also crucified her. And here we are 20 some odd years later and it's still happening. It's literally being done all over again to her. Like, that sucks. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, she's got some immaturity antics and all that, but I don't know. I can't. I just feel like she's being a little bit extra, yes, and she needs to chill, yes, but mainly I think she needs the right people in her life, and I really hope she finds like her tribe, a real actual tribe, not that stupid ass family that held her captive for years. I'm done. That's my rant for the night.
That. You-
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad for her. But as far as Justin not apologizing for nothing, I don't know if you guys have watched our previous video. It was probably what, like a month ago or so?
No, it's only been a couple weeks. It
Well, a
hasn't been
couple
a month.
weeks where we thought we were grown. We were forgiving in 2024. Be like, Britney, she's making moves. She's apologizing, even though she didn't need to be honest,
Right.
because
Right.
that's her experience, that's her voice. But, we know the backlash that Justin has had. So she apologized, my bad. And then Justin decides to have this concert and apologizes to no effing body, clearly talking about Britney. He ain't shit. End of story. We're back there. He is nothing.
I
Scum
really
on my shoe.
I really had thought after that video, wow, we've turned a new leaf. We
I know.
we really we really did something this new year. Wow.
You see?
Wow.
That's why we
Well,
should have changed our ways.
F that man and his whole life. Cause he ain't
His
ish.
whole life.
His whole life right now. His whole life right now. Because you can't come and get my sympathy for 2 seconds and then you destroy it. No. No, no, no. I'm back to I don't care about you, sir. And I'm not
We
going to.
complimented your song. Like, was like, it's a vibe. It's like, okay, you've been kind of quiet. You got to move on. We understand. You were young. Nah, you know what you're doing.
Exactly. Back to the trash you go.
It just sucks because I think you mentioned it in another video that, Hollywood puts him in such a pedestal and, a lot of
Yeah.
male artists. So, and women are victimized or looked down upon,
Crucified.
crucified. So this is another instance where he doesn't give a damn. It's not like
Mhm.
people are really boycotting Justin.
No.
And he thinks this is all okay. Yes, your feelings might be hurt because Britney told her side of the story, and it doesn't coincide with your perfect little image that you've constructed for the last 20 years. But damn, you're an adult.
Seriously.
We
Seriously.
expected more from you.
Oh yeah. For sure. So one last thing, because I know he's gonna comment. Big Fresh, I believe is the name. Yeah, this is how we feel about Justin. Once again, he don't deserve it. He don't deserve our grace, our sympathy. Back in the trash. I'm done.
And nsync too, because they support his behavior. That's why we've always been BSB for life.
Exactly. You're right. You are correct. Yep.
But guys, let us know what you think in the comments. Do you think that Britney should like grow up a little, or should she have like a free wild card, carte blanche to say whatever the hell she wants to say for the next 20 years? No judgment from us because she hasn't been able to say nothing
Right.
for 13 years. What do we think about Justin and his little, I don't give 3 flying F's about nobody. I ain't apologizing to nobody. What do we think about that? Are you boycotting him? Are you still listening to his music? Let us know in the comments. Big Fresh, deny him from your life. But if you haven't already done so, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also, please share our video. We're trying to grow our community so your friends could be our friends, so we could all be friends. We also have social media, which Steve will tell you about.
We are on Instagram and TikTok at Hear Me Out DNE. So make sure you guys like, follow, and share. Also comment. We enjoy interacting with y'all. And clearly we will give you a shout out. If you leave some crazy stuff on there, we might just remember, like, hey, this person. Anyway, we enjoy our interactions with you guys.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.